The woman found her boyfriend's broken house to hide her charm. Looking at the two people who had forgotten their feelings, she angrily raised her knife and stabbed it. Sachiko failed to escape and was forcibly occupied by Aji. Afterwards, Aji bought new clothes to please her, but Sachiko didn't buy them and tore them up directly. A few days later, Aji found a letter at the post office. He hurriedly took it home. When he wanted to show Xingzi upstairs, he didn't notice that Xingzi wrapped a rope around her neck. The rope was too thin, and Aji struggled twice and broke it. She was not angry when she narrowly escaped death. She handed the letter to Xingzi. It was a comrade killed in Iran. He was heartbroken. He couldn't wait for his fiancée to come back to marry him. He had been imprisoned for 10 days. Apricot felt that there was little hope of escaping. In order to suffer less, she could only let Aji do whatever she wanted to herself. A few days later, Agi finally took him out. Apricot likes to draw. After going out, she once again had the mind of escaping and secretly wrote a distress note. The note was accidentally discovered by Aji's boss. However, when she discovered Sachiko's beauty, the horny man threatened Aji. As long as she was left alone with Apricot, she wouldn't tell anyone about her imprisonment. Agi doesn't want to be caught, so he can only agree. But listening to Apricot's heart-wrenching cry for help, she really couldn't bear it. Finally, she rushed to the attic and strangled her lecherous boss alive. The body was buried that night. After that, Aji didn't dare to go to work with a guilty conscience, but his colleagues brought him a notice of enlistment, and he was going to the battlefield. After learning about it, Sachiko may have thought of Iran, which died in war. Out of sympathy, he finally accepted Aji's decision and left him a good memory before parting. He personally painted a portrait of Aji, and Aji was deeply moved. At the same time, Keiko also learned that Aji was going to the battlefield. It won't be really vivid. He could sew a belt for Aji, which meant peace. Unexpectedly, after coming to the door, he saw Aji's lingering temper with his own eyes. He was very angry and only felt that his true feelings had been disappointed, so he stabbed Apricot with a knife. At the critical moment, the knife was blocked by Aji, who was killed on the spot. His freedom didn't go home, keeping his memories alone and living an ascetic life.